Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here, returning to you for the best and worst songs of June 2024 video. And this is coming out today, of course, on 6/29. So I was going to do it for tomorrow to have it premiered, but I'm like, well, tomorrow's Sunday, so I don't think there's going to be any songs that are going to be coming out Sunday, I'll tell you that. But still, I'm going to discuss what I listened to for the 17 to 1, what songs I listened to for the month of June of 2024, and let you know my thoughts on each song that I listened to. Sorry, that's my sister's cat Titan right here, so he's being a sweetheart. But pretty much, let's dive into number 17, which is Young Blood Breakdown. I kind of grew to like this track a little bit. It's not a terrible song. It's just talking about mental illness. I mean, the rapping part is a little hit or miss, but I think the track is pretty good for what it goes for, and it spreads awareness towards people struggling with depression or suicidal thoughts. And if you are struggling with that, definitely call the suicide hotline. They can help. They've helped me. I recommend it to anyone that's going through that. So, pretty much, I kind of advocate for people who are struggling with mental health issues and all that. And it's hard nowadays because of inflation, because of how things are in the world now, and people struggle with depression and all that. It's a rough time and a rough society we're living in now. But still, great track. Definitely explains the mindscape of someone struggling with a mental illness, and I really enjoyed this track. Number 16 is Halestorm, Can You See Me in the Dark, featuring I Prevail. I think this track, I wasn't sure if I put it on my May 2024 list, because I wasn't sure if I did or not. But honestly, with what I listened to, I was really impressed with this track. Give me a second, I gotta pause the video. Sorry about that, guys. I got a call from a friend, a really good friend, by the way. But I'm going to be calling him back in the next 10-15 minutes after this video. So, pretty much, Halestorm, Can You See Me in the Dark, featuring I Prevail. Great track. I wasn't sure if I was going to pick this at a certain spot on the list, but it's still a strong track for what it goes for. And no, I did not add it to the May 2024 list, because I know this came out May 31st, this song, but I didn't. I think May 30th or May 31st, somewhere around then. But I didn't add it to the May list of 2024 for best and worst songs. But pretty much, number 16 is Halestorm, Can You See Me in the Dark. Now at number 15 is going to be Flat Black with Sideways. I think this was a strong track for what it goes for. I mean, I wasn't sure if I was going to get used to this track because I haven't returned to it in a couple weeks, but I know I remember enjoying it for sure. I think this was one of their strongest tracks, but not one of the best songs this month, but strong song to put on this list. So at number 15 is Flat Black with Sideways. I think Wes's vocals are quite outstanding in this track and sounded pretty good in this song. And this announced their new record coming out July 19th, so pretty soon from now. So I can't wait to hear how the new Flat Black album sounds on July 19th. So number 15 is Flat Black with Sideways. Number 14 is Yours Truly with California Sober. I think this was a great track. Not one of my favorite songs this month, but I think Michaela made her vocals work with this track. And I've been supporting this band for a while, and I appreciate the band actually commenting on one of my reviews of theirs, of their music or singles or albums or whatever. And they basically were very supportive of my video and said, oh, anytime you want to come to our live show, you always have we'll get you a certain spot in the show. And I'm like, I appreciate that. That's really nice of you, because they know I'm giving them positive feedback, because I really like this band. They're a talented band. talented pop punk band, and probably one of my favorites in the genre. So at number 14 is Yours Truly with California Sober. Number 13 is Bleed From Within, Hands of Sin. This is another strong track. It would have been at a certain spot on the list, but it didn't make the cut in the top 10. But it's still a strong track for what it went for. So definitely rocks for sure. 5 out of 5 for this one, and great song for sure. Number 12 is Hardy with 6 Feet Under, Kaylee's song. Really enjoyed this track. Sorry about the background noise. That's my sister's dog barking. I really enjoyed this track with how it sounded. It was a really nice track. Very beautifully written, and talks about his wife and other things that he's going through in the song. But it's a really nice, thoughtful track to dedicate to his wife, mainly. And I really enjoyed this track for how it sounded. So it's technically about his wife. And this song is, and it's really nice. So pretty much number 12, Hardy, 6 Feet Under. It's the Kaylee song. Number 11 is All That Remains with Let You Go. Great song, by the way. It wasn't as good as Divine, because I did enjoy Divine. This track is strong, but it's not one of my personal favorites. But still, good track for how it sounds. And had to be on the best section of the best and worst songs of June 2024. The worst section is coming up soon, so you'll see what I put for 5 of the songs. There are 5 bad songs that came out this month. So, little more than last month, I can tell you that. But number 11 was All That Remains with Let You Go. Number 10 is Liamo, Flame featuring Smash Into Pieces. A really strong track I enjoyed. Had to be in the top 10, at this very top at least, because there's better songs in the top 10 and top 5 that are worthy of the really strong tracks. So basically, really enjoyed the Liamo singing, and Smash Into Pieces' vocalist sounds really good singing too, so I was really impressed with that. So yeah, number 10 is Liamo, Flame featuring Smash Into Pieces. Number 9 is Play Royale with Showbiz. Great song. Really enjoyed this. I mean, it was short and fairly well executed for how it sounded. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like this track or not, but it grew on me. So it's a grower as you listen through this track. And I know it came out this past week, so it's pretty interesting. Number 9 is Play Royale with Showbiz. Number 8 is Dark Tranquillity with Not Nothing. This track came out maybe a week or 2 ago, and I was really impressed with this song. It started off slow, but it wasn't worthy to be in the top 5, even though it should have been. It still was a strong track for sure. So at number 8 is Dark Tranquillity with Not Nothing. Number 7 is Oceano with Wounds Never Heal. Great song for sure. I really enjoyed this track. I think this Screamer guy's vocals, and I think he does some regular singing too. His vocals are outstanding with his screams. He just doesn't hold back in this song, and it's so outstanding. This was a great track that I listened to earlier this month, and they have a new album coming out on August 30th, and I will be reviewing that for sure. So at number 7 is Oceano with Wounds Never Heal. Great band. They definitely rock for sure. I just got into them this year when I first heard this song, so I'm like, they're pretty good. Number 6 is Attack Attack with Disaster. This was probably a better song than Concrete. Concrete was really strong, but I think this was better than Concrete, in my opinion. This sounded really good with the vocals. I mean, Concrete was still a strong track, don't get me wrong. It was still a favorite, but I think the vocals in this track were really outstanding from Chris, and I really enjoyed this track. mixing wise and production. So number 6 is Attack Attack with Disaster. Definitely recommend checking this song out if you haven't listened to it this past month. Number 5 is Hardy with Jim Bob. This is a great song. I really like the metal side to this track with the If It Kills Me. Until It Kills Me lyric. It just goes into heavy, chunky breakdowns with the guitar riffs, and just the drum work is outstanding. So I enjoyed Hardy's metal side of this track and the aspect of what it was talking about. So basically, great song. Definitely worthy in the top 5 and my personal favorite track. Number 4 is The Black Dahlia Murder with Aftermath. Great song. Really enjoyed this one. I think the Screamer guy's vocals, which let me know in the comment section below, because some of the time I don't remember certain bandmates' names, but I try to at least. But it's just sometimes I tend to forget. But still, great song. Definitely some good growl screams and good screech screams that are outstanding. Really enjoyed this track, so 5 out of 5. And number 4 is The Black Dahlia Murder with Aftermath. Sorry about my yawning in this video. I'm just trying to wake up a little bit. It's just... I did get really good sleep, by the way. I don't know. I just got really... I think it's a thyroid problem or something. I don't know. I'll just have to go talk to my doctor about it when I see him again. But number 3 is Memphis May Fire with Paralyze. But hopefully I'm doing okay, so don't worry. It's just... I get those weird yawns from time to time. Paralyze was a great track by Memphis May Fire. It was worthy to be in the top 5. It was one of my favorite songs of this month. It wasn't the best song of the month, but you're going to find out who the best song of the month is going to be, and it'll surprise you. So, pretty much, I think Paralyze was really strong. I definitely rocked out to this track. Matty Mullins' scream vocals and his clean vocals are really outstanding in this track, and I really dug this song. So, can't wait to see what the future holds for Memphis May Fire if they drop an album later this year or 2025, but we'll just wait and see. So, number 3 was Memphis May Fire with Paralyze. Number 2 is Poppy with New Way Out. Great song. It was produced by Jordan Fish, ex-member of Bring Me the Horizon. I was really impressed with Poppy in this track. It sounds really good. I think this is going to be on an upcoming record called Zag. I don't know for sure, but we'll just wait and see. Excuse my yawning. We'll just wait and see, because I don't know if it's gonna sound good or not, but if it's gonna be metal side to Poppy, then I'll be interested, because some of her metal stuff is usually pretty strong. So, with that being said, Poppy, New Way Out at number 2. And finally, at number 1, drum roll please, Anberlin, Walk Alone, featuring Matty Mullins. Now, Matty Mullins was basically substituting with this band for now until Stefan comes back to the band. He's taking a hiatus due to some certain reasons. I don't know why, but basically that's his personal business, and hopefully he's doing okay. But still, I think Matty Mullins sounded really good in this track, and their new album, Vega, is dropping August 2nd. I will be checking that album out and seeing what I think of it. I think this was one of the best songs of the month. This had to be number 1, because it's so uplifting, so positive, and just the lyrics say it all. Don't you walk alone tonight, it'll get better. Let these words always be your guide. I promised that I would cry with you, hurt with you, bleed for you. So, I really enjoyed this track and the message it was sending. Very positive message, and telling people to never give up on yourself and just keep fighting the good fight in a way. So definitely a great track, and mixing wise it was strong. So I really enjoyed this track, and it had to be my number one. So number one was Anberlin with Walk Alone featuring Maddie Mullins. Now to the worst section of the June 2024 songs. Number 5 is Sabrina Carpenter with Please Please Please. This track's kind of cringy. I didn't see myself really liking this song. When I heard this track, I was like, yeah, I'm not a fan. Like, I tried, but it just didn't please me. So, please, please, please go away. This track. So, please, please, please change the song in a way. So, with that being said, number 5 was Sabrina Carpenter with Please, Please, Please. So, yeah. Number 4 is Coldplay with Feels Like I'm Falling in Love. This track is pretty boring, by the way. I was trying to see if this track would grow on me, and I'm sorry I gave you a misleading review in a way. But it didn't. It kind of bored the shit out of me. This track is a snooze fest, so it's not really worth listening to. Even though it sounds interesting with the la la la's, but it just... Mixing wise, it tried something, but it failed to execute in a way. So, number 4 was Coldplay Feels Like I'm Falling in Love. Number 3 is MGK with BMXing. This track is just... nope. It's a disappointing track. I mean, he tried something with it, but it just didn't click with me. So, that was my number 3, MGK BMXing. Number 2 is The Offspring, Make It Alright. This track sounded bad. One of the worst songs of the month, but not the worst song of the month. So, you'll find out who the worst song is going to be, and I will be talking about it in just a second. So, I think with how this song sounded, Dexter didn't really do well with how he was singing. The way it was sounding overall, it just sounded cringy. So, I'm not excited for Supercharged if this is the shit we're gonna get. But we'll just wait and see how the album turns out. It's probably gonna be a short record, but I don't really care. So, number 1 is Falling in Reverse with All My Life. Bad song, by the way. I really disliked this track. One of the worst songs of the month, for sure. And I was very disappointed with this track. Well, not disappointed, I really hated it. When I first heard it, I'm like, oh my god, Ronnie Radke's trying to sound country in a way. And it just sounds cringy as fuck. So, this track can go fuck itself. For sure. I mean, Jelly Roll at least tried, but he didn't save the song. I'll tell you that much. This song didn't work. This was one of the worst tracks of June 2024. And it's going to be on their new album, Popular Monster, which he threw a bitch fit and decided to delay it. Threw a bitch move and decided to delay it 3 weeks later from July 26th all the way to August 16th. So, nice move you pulled there, Falling in Reverse. Not a good strategy, I guess you could say, to release an album, but whatever, you guys are gonna be cop-out little bitches, so what the fuck ever. But still, Falling in Reverse suck. Their new stuff has been crap, and I'm just not gonna really enjoy the new Popular Monster record. I'll listen to it, but I know what I'm gonna be expecting. Cringe all around. So, with that being said, that is my number 1 pick for the worst section of June 2024. I hope you enjoyed this video for best and worst songs of June 2024. Sorry that there wasn't much singles to really throw in for the best section. It's just, there were only 17 tracks I personally found to be interesting this month. But other than that, it's just, this month was kind of a weak month for singles. It tried, but it just not a lot of options with whatchamacallit, great songs. I mean, there were some good top 5 songs, I'll tell you that. So there were some highlights and there were some songs, but it's just I was expecting more for June 2024, but for what we got, it's something. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this special video for best and worst songs of June 2024, and thanks for watching this best and worst songs of June 2024 video. Have a good rest of your afternoon.